Hi guys. So I wanted to show you how your midterm marks came about because you should have them in your school email right now. So if you want to follow along with me, you can see where this comes from. So this is a student that's not real. I've just invented them in our course, and we are about to see their evidence record and figure out what their midterm mark will be. So as you can see, we've only done one assignment in reading and literature studies, but we've done three in writing. So there's a legend on the first page that shows you kind of what each of these codes stands for, so you can remember the assignment. Um, blog is easy because it's the blog. But all the other ones, there's a code that goes with them. And you'll also see that they're different sizes and colors. Okay, so Unit 1 is a smaller yellow dot because we started learning those skills in Unit 1 and we've improved and perfected them as we head into Unit 2. So the orange assignments are more recent and they're going to show us kind of what we should, what you're learning and growing towards. Okay, now they're not always the exact same skill. So, for example, in the first assignment, I was evaluating your ability to use MLA citations. And in the second assignment, I was looking at your spelling and grammar, as well as your MLA citations. So it doesn't mean that the first one goes away entirely, but it means that I'm going to take the first one into account, but weight the second one more heavily because more recently you did better on that skill. Okay, so hopefully that helps. As I said, we only did one assignment in reading and literature studies because in our first introductory unit, we did an introduction to literary analysis. We're going to do a lot more literary analysis. So this mark should go up as you learn from feedback, as you keep trying to apply the skill in different ways. Um, Generally, what we see in the 4U course is in the beginning, it's a weaker skill, so your mark isn't very high. But then as we go on, it gets stronger and your grades reflect that. And then the more proficiency you demonstrate more recently, the higher your grade will be. So if you can figure out how to do this skill properly, let's say a very fake student on their next literary analysis assignment gets all threes, well, I'm going to say that that student's a level 3 student, not a level 2 plus student, because more recently they've shown me they've got it, right? So for this first assignment, they have a 1 plus, a 2 minus, and a 3 minus. So overall, I'm going to look at that and I'm going to say they're a level 2 because averaging them out, that's what it kind of works out to. So a level 2 would be equivalent to about a 65. And then I'm going to look at their writing assignment. So this is where I'm looking at their first assignment is weighted less heavily. And their newer assignments are a little bit more, but I'm not getting rid of it entirely. So for example, for C1, this student got 2 3s recently, but in their U1, where they were practicing a citation skill specifically, they got only a level 1, right? So I'm not just going to give them a 3, but they've also shown me in their U3-1 and their blog that they've improved on this skill specifically. So maybe I would give them like a 3 minus in that category. So it's still not getting rid of an earlier mark, but it's taking it into account. Okay. By weighting the next ones much more heavily. And then the same thing down here. So here I would say they're more of a level 3 as well. And then up here, a level 4. So we've got a 3 minus, a 3, and a 4. So I would say that this student is around a level 3 most consistently and most recently. Okay. So if I look at these two skills then, I'm going to weight again writing a little bit more heavily. We've done more assignments in writing. At the end of the semester, all 4 of these strands are going to be weighted equally because they're all equally part of the curriculum. But for right now, it wouldn't be fair because we haven't done 2 of the strands of the curriculum. We've only done a very introductory activity in one of them because it's so early in the course. So I am going to weight writing more heavily, and I'm going to say that maybe the student on average is looking right now like a 3 minus student. Okay, so their term level is a 3 minus. And if I look, is it going to be a high or a low 3 minus? I could do some thinking about that and determine that they might be a level or have a term mark of midterm mark of 71. They're around the middle of a level 3. Okay, so that's how I would come up with their midterm mark. If you have any questions about how I came up with yours specifically, please send me an email. If you have any questions about just the general process, um, what most recent, most consistent means, those kinds of things, if you could post them in the discussion board, then I can answer them once and lots of you will benefit from the answers. Yeah, I think that's all I have to tell you. Oh, no, it's not all I have to tell you. So it might be that someone forgot to do part of an assignment, like for example, the essay reflection, because lots of people forgot to do their essay reflection, and I have emailed you many times. So for the essay reflection here, if I have a missing assignment, that counts as a 0, right? So I'm gonna have to take that into account when I calculate a grade, and it's gonna probably bring your mark down considerably. But like you'll see here, this person already got, for a reflection skill, already got a level 4, but they now have a level incomplete. So I'm going to take that into account and say, okay, well, maybe they're at around a 3 minus now. And then I also have to take that into account when I am calculating their term mark. So now it might be closer to a 2 plus. And then I would say that their midterm mark is going to be a 69 now, because it's not quite as high as it used to be. Now they have a big old 0 in there. So make sure you do all your work. Okay, also in the comments, I will write missing, and then the assignment that's missing, unit 3 essay, and then, so if you have anything that says that it's missing, hand it in, because I'll still mark it. It just isn't going to be on your midterm. Okay, I think that's the last thing. So feel free to ask any question and enjoy the rest of your day.